fashion. Some of these are life and death situations. My wife had a quadruple heart bypass. Now, I'm gonna tell you as a military man, there is a chain of command.
Hey guys, how we doing today?
Pretty good. How you doing, Shel?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm glad to have this little discussion with you guys. I've been a little interested in what's been going on in Greensboro. I know y'all been having a battle and a fight over there.
Yes.
No doubt.
About your cell phone issue.
I've been at UPS now for, I believe, 3 contracts, and part-timers have had the ability to bring in their cell phones over those contracts.
You know, I was at y'all meeting in November, and I know you stood up and you stood how you had filed a grievance, and also that you had filed labor charges.
One of the biggest problems, the reason this came to Greensboro, was because it first came to Raleigh, and the union did not fight the issue in Raleigh. And the division manager made it crystal clear that he was going to change our working conditions. He was going to ban cell phones from the facility. He wasn't going to make any exceptions, and he was going to unilaterally change our working conditions. But all the shop stewards from the hub that were in that meeting stood together. Nobody gave an inch. Everybody told the division manager exactly how they felt, with some language that I'm not going to use here in this video.
Now, have y'all ever seen all the shop stewards come together in solidarity like that before?
Not like that.
Not like that.
Wow, that's powerful there.
So, like I said earlier, I filed labor charges on unilateral bargaining. And then I filed a grievance under Article 65 maintenance of standards. The labor charges, the Labor Board, the NLRB, deferred back to the grievance procedure. And the grievance wound its way through the grievance procedure. We had a local level in November. It deadlocked in November. And then it was heard at the Atlantic Area Parcel Grievance Committee in December.
Okay, so where'd it go from there? What happened in December?
It was deferred back to the parties for 30 days.
Because the parties couldn't agree.
Right.
And the panel deferred it back to the parties who couldn't agree.
Something like that. Before it was ever heard again at the panel, the district labor manager and the business agent agreed to a memorandum of understanding.
Mm-hmm. So did that pretty much solve your problem? And do you know who can get cell phones and who can't?
Actually, it didn't solve the problem at all. I mean, case-by-case basis, really, they put the MOU right in the company's hands.
Yeah. So I'm a single person. I got my own house. I got a Ring doorbell. Can I get a phone?
The company, it was brought to my attention that it's not enough for you to receive a sticker.
We had an instance of a single working mother who had a lot of family issues who was denied. And honestly, I was surprised by that.
Well, I had a guy in UPS Greensboro where his grandmother passed.
On the day shift, right?
On the day shift, where when he went to his car, that's how he figured out that his grandmother passed. If he would have had his cell phone inside the facility, he would have been known and notified.
There were a couple others on Twilight. There was a woman, I believe it was her son, was going to the emergency room, and her daughter was calling to try to get a hold of her to tell her, hey, he's going to the ER. And they told her that called, she doesn't work here. We also had a guy that works in the outbound. He's a pickoff. Somebody tried to kick his door in. The security company tried to call him. They called him like 12 times. Kept going to voicemail because his phone was locked up in his car. They finally started calling his wife. She calls the emergency line. Nobody answers the phone. Over the course of the next hour and a half, she's having to call a feeder driver that used to work with this guy in the building. And they set up this emergency contact line, and supposedly somebody mans the line. Whoever's manning that desk is not at the desk.
So have any people received their cell phone?
I would say less than a dozen people in Greensboro that I know of. Very few people don't even know who to approach, and they don't even know the procedure, don't even know they can file a grievance.
Well, we're fitting to solve that problem. Because we will be at the Greensboro gate Thursday to educate people on who they need to approach to get their sticker. And also, if they have been denied a sticker, we're going to show you how you can fill out a complaint. So if you have any cell phone questions, we'll be there Thursday.
March 12th.
There is a process. There's a way of doing things. There's a way to get things done.